Alright, so now that I fixed my offer, I want to show you guys exactly how I did that. First, my offer was confusing. It only said my deliverables, meaning it only said the things that I was doing in the business. It wasn't touching any pain points, and it wasn't understanding the client or my ICP. So here's exactly what I did. So I built out a template on exactly how you can build that irresistible offer for yourself. First, why create an irresistible offer? If you're not making at least 50K per month, you don't get many referrals and are having trouble scaling. Adjusting your offer is exactly what you need because that's usually the biggest issue. It is the single biggest lever you can pull to generate more profit for your business. Master your offer in sales and persuasion becomes really easy. So your sales calls aren't even sales calls. They're just onboarding calls. Because in your sales calls, your goal isn't to sell the person, it's to give them value. Because everybody knows what the call is for. So stop it. You're looking the exact same as everybody else. Give them value on the call instead of trying to sell them. Because they're going to be asking themselves, oh shoot, what are the other things that he has? Oh dang, he also does this? Imagine what else he has. That's what sets you apart. Now going to the next part. How do you create one? There are 4 variables to consider when establishing or when making your offer. Make sure that you touch the extreme pain point, purchasing power, easy to target, a growing market. That's important because you're not going to be helping businesses that are making newspapers when that's already gone. Then purchasing power is so important. You have to make sure that you help people who have money if you want to make money. Now, if you don't want to make that much money, then don't help people without money. For example, helping people with resumes. People that need help with resumes don't have jobs or don't have the jobs that they want. And usually those jobs pay better, meaning they don't have that much money. But let's say you're helping an insurance company with content. They have money. So the 5K that they're paying you is nothing compared to the millions they're making per month or the hundreds of thousands they're making per month. And make sure that you know that riches are in the niches. The same product, 100x the price. Let's say you're a mindset coach and your first offer is I help people figure out how to change their mindset. You can charge someone $20 for that. Then if you want to get somewhere better, I help busy 9-to-5ers with their mindset. That's $500. How you really master your offer is I help busy entrepreneurs transform emotional chaos into consistency so that they can make an extra $2,000 a month using the emotional revenue engine. The reason this works is because you have a target. Your offer is proprietary, meaning it's something that you own. Like I just made that up, emotional revenue engine, but that sounds unique because it is. It's something that you make your own. You're not just going to say mindset systems or the mindset engine. It doesn't work. And it looks the same as everybody else. And the goal for great writing is for the prospect to feel understood. That's the number one thing that you have to be pushing. You have to make your ICP feel understood. Because if they feel like they're being talked to directly, let's say you go to the doctor and you need surgery in your brain, you're not going to go to a doctor that only looks at toes. You're not going to go to the doctor. No, you're going to be looking for the brain surgeon, the person who's a master at looking at the brain, doing surgery on the brain, research their whole life on the brain, and only focuses on the brain. And why are you going to do that? So that you have the most trust with them because they know their stuff. Now, the next one, if you can articulate their problems better, you can provide the solutions to their problems. Perfectly said. Now, to reiterate that, if you can articulate their problems better, you can provide solutions to their problems better. It's really simple. I know it's not easy, but it's simple. Once you figure that out, your offer is going to be unbeatable. The bigger the pain prospect experiences, the more money he will pay up front. Now, the core offer component. Identify the dream outcome. I help specific outcome, time period, without biggest pain or fear. For example, I help business owners, coaches hit 50K to 100K a month in 60 days without having to spend all day doing outreach and posting reels. Make sure that you're listing out what perceived problems would the client have about your offer. The reason it's important to list those things out is because in your sales calls, if all the problems are answered inside of your offer, what can they say? How can they say no? They'd feel dumb saying no. That's how your offer should be. That's how it should sound. And that's exactly what you should provide. Now to do that, I put my template in here. For me, this is coaching and consulting, so you don't have to do this. Yours can be a little different. So I did add a blank one so that you can add it here. You put in the failure, the thing that they're messing up on. Like mine says, can't build a really good offer. Boom, boom, I have the answer here. Irresistible offer template, mastery videos, modules, offer examples like how I'm doing now. So that you give off the least friction. The less friction there is for your ICP to follow, the easier it is for them to buy. It's kind of like trying to buy something on a website and your card details aren't saved. Just that little amount of friction can decide whether the client buys or they don't. Then for the next one, make sure that you list out 5 of the main deliverables your core offer provides. Some examples are done for you systems and processes, track every single one of your leads so that you don't lose out on any sales, save time, and having done for you SOPs, centralized systems to scale up. And this is what you do. We built out your entire sales CRM, Notion sales scripts, Discord channel automations, etc. That's a perfect way of saying exactly what you do for your business. Or content mastery, create IG and YouTube content that attracts, nurtures your dream clients completely organically with our middle of funnel blueprint. That says what you do, and that gives that dream result that your ICP is looking for. And it's proprietary. It gives off that unique name. Even though the name doesn't do so much, it gives that perceived value that your ICP is looking for. That sets you apart. I'm not going to read them all now, but there's so much more that you can look after you get this template for yourself. Now, the two last questions that are here. What would I deliver if my product costs 10 times more the amount? For example, I put here, run ads for them, train setters one-on-one, hire a VA, set up Zapier, in-house editor, automations, systems, and etc. Choose a few that will implement into your own program. And if you're still confused on what the question says, it's basically saying, what is the maxed amount of things that you will deliver if someone didn't say no to the amount it costs? Then for the fifth question, what would I deliver in my product if it cost 1/10 its current cost and had to provide more value than I currently am at my current price? I'll read it again, because it does sound confusing sometimes. What would I deliver if my product cost 1/10 its current cost and had to provide more value than I currently am at my current price? Meaning, what is the minimum amount that you will provide to your ICP or to your client? And that's it. Once you actually get this whole entire form down and take action upon it, you're set. And you officially created your irresistible offer. Here we go. That's it.